I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, but I am quite lazy and I don't appreciate editing. So I'm going to try to do this in one take as best as I can. Growing up, I used to look at people who would promise that they would say things and then not deliver on them. And I think like any person really, I was like, ooh, ew, cringe, ooh. Why'd you say something like that? How could you do something like that? And my internal reaction to that was to remind, the lesson that I took from that was to say, okay, just don't say what you're gonna do, just do it instead. Actions speak louder than words, and I think a lot of people think that way. Probably good sentiment or good way to think. I think that's still a good way to think, a good way to do and go about most things. I've been thinking that there may be, in some situations, a different mentality that could also be cool. Pog, maybe even. Introduced to me by One Piece. Yes, I know, tragic. I watch One Piece. First episode, our main character, Luffy, not a spoiler, pops out of a barrel, and he meets this little purple-haired goofy boy, Kobe. They talk it up, average pirate talk. Kobe finds out Luffy's a pirate. He's like, "What brought you out to sea?" Luffy says he is out to be the king of the pirates. Kobe's like, "Oh no, the Wojak that's like the crying face. You can't do that. Oh, you can't reach on top of the height of this pirate world." Luffy bonks him on the head. He says, "Shut up, goofball. I'm not doing it." I forgot what he says. Hold up. I need to consult my primary resource. Fuck did I put it? I know where it is. Cue Zelda music. He says, "It's not about whether I can do it or not. I'm going to do it because I want to. I decided to be the king of the pirates, so if I die fighting for that, that's fine by me." That resonated with me a lot, especially the line, "It doesn't matter if I can do it or not." He's free even from the outcomes of his pursuit. It's, how do I say this? It's Chad mentality. That's how you can say it. It's big brain. I'm doing it because I want to, not because I think that I can do it. And I feel like, for me personally, a lot of the reason why I might start thinking that I want to do something and then I give up on it is because I stop believing in my ability to do it. And a lot of the time, or the way I would think through that is like, okay, I still want to finish this, but like I don't think I can do it. How do I get through this roadblock? And I would think, okay, I just have to believe that I can do it. And not gonna lie, it's pretty hard sometimes. A lot of the time, things can be pretty bleak. It can be really tough. Sometimes, the math just adds up. It's not really possible to actually do it. But I've been learning lately that it's much more important to give it a shot, to give it 100%. And even if you fall short, what you win at the end of the day, that no one can take from you, even the consequences of your pursuit cannot take away from you, is that you gave it 100%. And I think that's a mentality that I would like to embrace. Another line, or another bit that Luffy and Kobe had talked about was, so, Kobe, in the presence of such a alpha, sigma, gamma male, he starts reflecting on his own passions and his own dreams, and he starts thinking, well, maybe I can do it. Maybe I can be a Navy officer, a Marine. And he asked Luffy, he says, Luffy, do you think I can do it? Even someone like myself, if I'm willing to risk my life and put my life on the line, can I be a Marine officer? And Luffy says, I don't know. I think it's a really good line, because at the end of the day, no one is going to know better than you whether you can do the things that you want to do. And a lot of the times, even you don't know if you can do it or not. The only way to find out is to actually try it. And relating it to myself, growing up being pretty good at STEM, going into an engineering degree, being like, oh, I can do a bunch of stuff. I like generally like making things, but I don't really know what or how or in what capacity I can do that where I'm not homeless. I don't want to make bombs. It's a good place to not start for myself. I don't really care about cars or space or websites or most stuff that engineers are up to nowadays, honestly. But I do care about doing good things. I do like doing something and then seeing the positive effect that it has on other people. But I think it'd be good for my development as a person, because I'm going to die someday. And what better thing to try and put everything into than your dream? I would like to set forth my own proclamation that I, Achilles, will be the man who makes a design firm that designs for the underprivileged. Or I guess more generally, design firm that does good stuff. Yeah, I think that's it.